Coach Rich Bird, fair to say one of the most influential people in your life?
Yeah, very fair. As I mentioned earlier, how I harken back to the experiences that he would, and advocacy he gave me that how it's helped me through life. And I mean, there was some funny things about him too. I mean, he'd demonstrate techniques, and I was a pulling guard, so he liked to pull. And he was at that time a little bit plump. And he would pull, and most of his body was moving in one direction, but other parts weren't. So it was kind of fun to watch him run into a blocking dummy, And then I remember playing a JV game, and he taught English, and there was an awful call on the field, and he just kind of started expounding in words that I wasn't familiar with, or at least not in my vocabulary that day. And it was on the ref, but not like, geez, incredibly blatant, foul. And I mean, I always smiled at that, and how he did it. And then I also loved the imagery of Bruce Wilder had a convertible Ford Mustang, and all the coaches would slide in there into that car and go out to lunch, and just to see Coach Bird in there as well, kind of wedged into the back seat with these other large people was, I kind of giggle about that. But yeah, I mean, not to marginalize, but yeah, just to have a positive attitude all the time, And I mean, he looked at me and says, "You can do better than that." And he'd never get on me. You know what? He wasn't like, "Oh, you missed this, you did that." It was just call me, say, "You can do better than that." And yeah, just his ability to emphasize his point in a positive way was, remarkable. And just kind of showed me, this is how you do it, So
maybe ahead of his time in that regard, given that era back then.
I think absolutely, and I think you talk about the fraternity. How Jefferson coaches are still involved, and the players want to be engaged, and I think that might be it. And he exemplified that ability to be positive even when things didn't go well, and to kind of affirm that people are making their best effort. It was a wonderful trait.